Hey guys, what's up? Maverick21 here, and bringing you a new tutorial series about Redstone. It's been a while since I've done anything. I've been really busy lately, and I'm glad I can finally get around to recording a new video. So let's get started. This is just my house. Got some pretty nice stuff in here that I'll bring you around and show you guys. I got this. It's not exactly the cleanest thing, but it works. It's my it's like a balcony, but when you close it, it's completely flush with the outside when it's done. So like this piston here will go up and it expands to make a nice place, and it's still flush with the outside. So okay. This is just a little level I have here that doesn't really do much, just sort of a lab. That's going to do a lot more stuff when Xbox Edition finally gets updated with hoppers and stuff, which the PC is just coming out with. So that could be a while. The rest of the stuff is not really anything important. This is my Redstone world. It's got a lot of neat stuff in it. There's a railgun up there, computer in that building. But we'll just go in the smaller lab today since I'm just starting out the series. So we'll just start with some smaller stuff. This is the small lab. Like, small around, not so small in height. Nice thing about all my Redstone labs is you click the clean floor button and the roof opens up and drops water down, which instantly destroys any redstone that is there. This is a creative series, I forgot to tell you guys. So let me get the blocks. We'll start out with some simple stuff. As any of you watching probably know, this redstone torch, that was. Repeater, which can increase the delay, or increase the signal. So if I have a signal back here, you can kind of see the color die off, and then it comes out here and it amps it back up again. So it just sort of replenishes the signal. It also can act as a delay. I have a button, sticky piston, and a piston. The difference is if I put a block here, usually I'll grab one of my more favorite blocks. I'll also grab a lever. If I put a block here and a block here, let's see. So if I put this one out, they both go out. But this one pulls the block back in, but this one doesn't. So that's the nice thing about a sticky piston. So you know all the blocks and then the lever, which puts out a constant current, as opposed to a button, which only puts out a pulse. See, button, pulse, and then the lever puts out constant. So that's important for later on in episodes. To start us out, I'll put you down. I'll do something simple. We'll do a clock, which is basically 4 repeaters like this. You can put them in as many delay as you want. It'll just change how long it takes for the signal, the redstone signal, to travel around. Put a block here, a button, click. And see, now it'll constantly give off a signal every now and then, so watch. So that's a clock, and you can increase the speed. Next, I'll show you guys a smaller clock. If you do, crud, I forget how to do some of these sometimes. It's a problem with redstone. It's so confusing sometimes. This is a smaller clock, which you can take the pulse from here. Actually, no, you can't. You can take it from the torch. The torch is where you take the pulse from. If you take the pulse from here, this is no longer inverting this signal, the signal of the torch, which I'll show you in a second. That's important, that you have this on the side. Because if you have redstone that doesn't have any like lines, it's not going a certain direction, it does, it powers any block around it. So that's important. Next thing that's not in a lot of videos that they should have, that it should be in a lot though, is an inverter, which when I was first starting out with Redstone was a pain because I didn't know what an inverter was and I couldn't find any tutorials. So what an inverter does, if this signal's on because of the torch, when this signal flows, it shuts the torch off and inverts the signal. So this can be crucial to stuff like a doorway here. Yeah, that works because of powered block. But the doorway here, and then it can be important, so if I hit the button, it'll retract it instead of pushing it out like it would normally do. And that's important for a bunch of other things, like inverted doors, like automatic doors with pistons. They're really important that you know what an inverter does. I can't really think of any more basic things, so I'll just bring out a T flip-flop, which is, it turns a button signal into a constant, which is sort of turns it from button into the signal of a lever. So this is on, and what happens in this is the pulse from this button is this retracts this, and since there's a delay from when this powers this and retracts it and then the pulse through here, this pulses so quickly that the sticky piston actually lets go of the block it's holding on to. So now it's on. When you click it, it shuts off. Click it again. If you can see that, watch this block right here. I'll try to get it so you can see them both. That's how quick it pulses. And that can be really important. If it's not really an important part, it can be for automatic doors, like my main front door. It's not automatic, but it's button push. This is an inverted signal right here. Right there. That's inverted. So it always stays shut. But that T flip-flop, it can be used for making it look nicer than having huge lever on the wall. It's much nicer just to have a little button. Okay. Let's, oh yeah. Another thing. Probably everyone knows this. Iron doors and iron doors, you can't open manually. They have to be opened with a lever or a pressure plate, which makes them great for being able to do this, which you can do. Automatic door, completely automatic, which is nice. Let's see. Oh, and yes, this is sort of like a it's not really a T flip-flop or anything, it's just a constant signal. So what this does is that if I have a button here, it's inevitable to shut it off, so it's better just to use a T flip-flop. But this, you can do this, and since the block becomes powered and this is not a sticky piston, it just continues the current, but it doesn't get it back. So a reset could just look like this, and then you can just have, boom, reset, over here, la da 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 da, which you can use for a bunch of different stuff, but T flip-flops I'd recommend instead of that. Well, that went by fast. That's all the time I've got for this episode, but stay tuned for the next one. See you guys next time. Maverick 21 out.